As we move on to the under-17s grand final now, we've got a bit of a rematch, Wallaroo versus Cougars again. We've got the Cougars coming through their banner now. It's going to be a really good contest today. Wallaroo's got their guard of honour set up again as their banner goes up. And here comes the undefeated team from this year. Hopefully they can keep that going. Here they come through the banner. Should be a ripper of a game though.
Well, it should be. There's a big crowd here ready to go, so it should be nice and competitive. Should be a lot more competitive than the junior colts, I would think. Some of the players to watch for Wallaroo there.
Well, I'd be looking out for Dylan Notice. He's a good player. Dom Bagnardo up at full forward and Riser Curley in the midfield. Then you've got players like Lockie Nolan playing off the half back line. All these kids have played A grade this year.
Okay.
So it's really good. You know, last time Dom played out here, his A grade debut kicked 4 goals to get Wallaroo the win.
So he'll be one to watch today, I'd imagine. So yeah, we've got one A grader in the senior colts as well. That's young Kane Kapani. He's had a crack of a year. He's a bit of a renowned goal kicker as well. So yeah,
That'll be a good battle.
It will be. Yep, no, it should be. We got some other, I suppose, other good players going around in Flynn Briggs and Bradley Barnes in the midfield. Probably one to watch would be Jude Howarth up forward. He's a bigger guy up forward.
How are you looking in the ruck?
In the ruck, yeah, they've in the final series. I've been using Flynn Briggs as a ruckman. He's a bit of a smaller ruckman, but he's got a good leap on him. So
it should be a good contest. Because we got two, Zindel and Jaden Steer. They've both got really good leaps and they're really good ruckmen. So it'll be hopefully a good contest in that ruck.
Yeah, well, it could be. They could be evenly matched by the sound of that, which would be terrific. Looks like the weather's just sort of slipped by a little bit too. We hope to get the full game in without out rain today too.
Hopefully that would be the way. For a lot of these older lads in the senior colts, this is their first grand final as well. Like 2 weeks ago was their first final.
Right.
A lot of these lads have gone through their junior colts and early senior colts. Actually, you know, we're on the end of a few big losses, so it'd be good.
So they'll be trying to peg one back.
Yes, that's right.
Whereas we're probably the opposite end of the scale. Probably most of these guys have played a lot of finals and grand finals in the past, so they should know what to expect today and know when to step it up.
Here we got our captains in the middle for the coin toss. Wallaroo's won the toss and kicking left of the screen. Another thing is Wallaroo didn't have a senior colts in 2019, so it's also a big effort to come back from not having one to playing a final series.
No, then it's good that the more teams you've got, the better, because you definitely want the kids playing footy.
Like I said in the under 14s, that sometimes your under 17s can be a better game than your A grade.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a good standard of football.
Yeah, senior coach is always highly competitive. Teams just getting in their huddles, last minute instructions, and before the big game.
Seems to be plenty of support here from Wallaroo and Cougars, so should be a nice loud crowd.
I would think so. I think there might be a bit of noise straight underneath the box here too, I'd imagine. There seems to be lots of people floating around. Especially if it's a close match. I think, it'd be good to see a close match after the last match. So.
Yes, it would be. As the boys come out of their final pre-game huddle for the year, ready for the big dance.
So it looks like Wallaroo, very similar to the Cougars, got quite a few on the bench as well. I think we've got the full complement on the bench for the Cougars, and looks like Wallaroo have the same. It's great to see good depth from both sides. It should be, like we said, very evenly matched in that department.
And it's good that the league has allowed more on the bench, because it's very hard to tell a kid that they're not going to play in a grand final.
Absolutely. Everyone now making their way to positions. Shaking hands, getting the game underway very, very shortly.
Another one I missed was Zach Cuddill. He's a very good young lad. As that rain starts, as the first siren goes.
Murphy's Law, they call it. And they're away any rate. There's a scrambly play to start with. Looks like Flynn Briggs is about to run onto it. He's got nicely pushed out the way by the Wallaroo guy.
Very hard fought contest to start off with. Stephen Brown's pulled a free kick out of there.
Yep, and straight Tom May.
Dom Bagnardo picks it up, kicks it inside 50. To Jack.
We've got Russell. Russell's moved onto it from defence for the Cougars. He's come straight out to the back flank. Bradley Barnes picked it up. He's gone across to Carpani. He's got the ball away, and Will Davies done a really nice tackle.
Well done to Zach Cuddill getting in there. Dylan putting in a shepherd. Jaden Steer to Dylan Otis. Dylan just gets it on the boot forward. Rylan Witchin gets hands onto the ball.
Nicely done by Zach Dutchke. Clearing kick out of defence. It's going to be hotly contested here and out of bounds.
Yeah, bounds with throw in.
Right in front of the Cougars coaching box.
Zach works through that pack to Jaden Steer. Jaden's looking inside 50 with a big kick to the top of the square. And everyone's run under the ball.
Well, socket off the ground at the last minute by, I think it was Russell there.
Tate K lines up for a goal. And he's kicked the opening goal of the grand final.
That's a very good goal. Into that bit of breeze and in the rain, that was a very good goal.
I was actually looking at the stats this week, and he's had quite a good season, kicking around 30 goals as a small forward.
Oh, that's very impressive in the senior Colts. That's awesome.
So that's good to see, and he's played a bit of B grade as well, and he actually used to play on a half back in the B grade last season, and he was very good at that. Now they've moved him forward, and he's just as dangerous.
Sounds like he's found his niche up forward.
Jaden Steer hits it down to Dom Bagnardo. Dom gets it into the forward line. Jack Mumford waits for the ball to bounce, runs around, and he's missed it.
Yeah, very under a fair bit of pressure trying to kick that one, so understandably. Just missed. I think they're just trying to retrieve the ball from the crowd. Got our captain Russell kick it back in, I think.
As that rain starts to clear a little bit, which is good, only a light shower.
Russell's kicked it into the half-back flank. Kane Carpani went up.
Zach Cuddill blocks that ball, gets a hand pass in. Dom reads the play with one hand, snaps it into the inside 50, Wallaroo. Cougars got a number out the back.
Cooper Jarrett, he's got it, kicked it on his left. Nice clearing kick out wide. And the ball's gone out of play on the far western wing.
Good contest so far, heated around the ball.
Rucks have gone up, and might have been Flynn Briggs got it. Handball across. Now kick forward into the Cougars forward 50. And a very good mark by Wallaroo.
Adam Debster took that mark. Unfortunately, it came off the boot a bit and gone over the boundary line for a throw in. Just outside the Cougars 50.
Cougars will be looking to push it inside 50, trying to get one score back.
It's a free kick to the Cougars for holding on.
Yep, it's gone to Flynn Briggs.
This will get him inside 50, hopefully a deep inside 50 for them.
He should be looking for a Carpani, I would imagine. He's kicked a bit of a scrubber though. And the ball's been held up in the Cougars forward 50. No, free kicks come back to the Cougars.
Young Zach thought it was holding the ball there.
Yep, Angus Beston, who's got on his left, but unfortunately he's kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Now, Wallaroo will be kicking that in from about 30 metres inside the 50. He's looking for a long kick. He's giving it a roast to the wing.
Oh, that's a very nice mark out on the far wing. That was Tom May. Beautiful work. Cooper Jarrett's got the handball across to Bradley Barnes. He's gone inside 50. And Kane Carpani only just dropped it, but it was a good effort. Umpire's called it high, and Kano's got the free kick. He's gone quickly on board and looking for his brother, and I think he's going to get the free kick for a high round the neck, and he'll be lining up from only 10 metres out, 5-10 metres out. He's got very good skills, this lad, and I would expect that he should be able to kick this goal. Shouldn't be putting the mockers on him though, should we?
As he comes in on a slight angle.
Yep.
He's hung it out, but it's came back.
Calvin Carpani, he's out doing a little dance to celebrate. That is fantastic. That'll get the Cougars up and about, and that's some good football right there.
So we're back in the middle. Jaden Steer gets up with a tap out to Zach Cuddill. Zach gets on his left boot. Charlie Hines is read it out the back of the pack. He goes for a soccer.
Oh, that's very well played by the Cougars defence. Come out the far side again.
Oh, Jordan
There's
slips over.
Carpani, his silky skills. He picked it up in one action and kicked it in the forward 50 again. I think the ball's going to end up out of bounds in the forward pocket for the Cougars.
Inside 50s are quite close at the moment. Wallaroo 5, Cougars 4.
Flynn Briggs won the ruck contest, but didn't dispose of it correctly, and a Wallaroo free kick.
Jordan Martin's looking for a kick out of defence to the wing, but with a turnover to the Cougars.
Umpire balls it up, knocked forward from Wallaroo, and he's called a hole in the ball. That was a very quick decision, but the Cougars will take it, I'm sure.
And they've given a 25.
Yes, must have been a little bit of dissent there possibly.
As that rain comes back in.
Angus Beston's kicked it forward in the forward 50. There's another free kick being taken. I think it is for the Cougars again.
As the crowd goes for cover with this rain settling in now.
Isaiah Rigney, he's got the ball and he's kicked it straight in the midfield, and that was a beautiful kick to Flynn Briggs. Flynn will be lining up from approximately 30 metres out directly in front. He's been a goal kicker during the finals, Flynn, and this will take a bit of kicking in with this wind.
He's just hooked it to the left. Which ties up all the scores. 1 goal, 7 points.
It's a good, very competitive match.
Xander Peverick with a big kick out to the ruckman, Jaden Steer, which has gone to ground. Wallaroo gets a kick out. Tate K kicks it out to Rylan Richardson on 1-on-4, 1-on-3.
And the Cougars have got the ball back. Oh, that looked like he's holding the man, so umpire's paid it. It's quickly gone across to Blake Carpani. He's already scored 1 goal. He forward Jacko Davies. He's got it, and he's gone to Flynn Briggs. He's gone back to Jacko Davies. And Jacko, he sold a bit of candy.
Oh, well done, Zach. Good smother.
Beautiful smother. Hotly contested in the forward pocket. There's a lot of pressure on there, and then the umpire will ball it up.
Got to see both sides there. A bit of foot candy, then a good smother comeback.
Yep, that's right. Well, ruck contest. Kane Kapani's got it out of the ruck.
Charlie Hines intercepts the ball. They've picked out a free kick for holding on to Wallaroo's Zach Cuddill. He's looking for an option. Blake Miller's presenting. He's going to go down the line. Don Bernardo's got his name written all over that one. And we're looking for the next option. Looks like to me another kick down the line. And that, he's gone into the midfield.
Oh, well played there by Angus Beston. He's taken the mark in the almost last line of defence. Come out of wider trying to find Barnaby Ware. But it's going to go back into the Wallaroo forward 50.
Just going to bounce before Charlie Hines can get there.
Good tap out by Russell, and it's just put on the boot quickly down into the Cougars forward half, but it's going to be rebounded back very quickly.
Zach kicks the captain, Riser. Riser's looking for an option. Puts it on the boot. Rylan Richardson takes a good mark. He wheels around, looking for a target. He spotted someone, but just overkicked it a little bit. It's going to be a Cougars free kick.
Yep, we've got Barnaby Ware in the back pocket with the ball. Be looking for a lead out towards the boundary line, playing percentages by the look of it. Kane Karpani goes in and under. Cougars scramble a kick forward. It's come back to the half back line. Immense pressure there right around the ball by all players.
Wallaroo goes inside 50 of Rylan Richardson going for a kick which is out of bounds.
Yeah, on the full even. And Angus Beston's kicked it in. He's found Blake Carpani in the other back pocket this time on the clubhouse side. He's now found Jacko Davies. Little Beetle, he's got it and he's away. There's a bit of a scrubber kick, but he's found his man in Flynn Briggs. Flynn's kicked it forward, but to no one in particular.
Lockie Nolan's picked it up and turned into traffic.
They're all having a hot dip, all the players there, and the umpire will come in and follow it up.
Well, 12 minutes into play, very hotly contested ball at the moment.
There's a lot of pressure out in the field, all over the ground.
Torps it inside, just over the top.
There's a lot of good defence by the Cougars. Little Beetle Davies, he's got it again. He's come out wide. Blake Carpani working hard on the wing.
Well done, Lockie Nolan, putting his head over the ball.
Cougars have ended up with it through Blake Carpani once more. He's kicked it forward, but it's gone straight to Wallaroo.
Dylan Notice, a rock back there, has taken a good mark. And he's found a target.
Well, it's a nice kick.
To Isaac. He's going to sit up for... Oh, he's dropped it. He's going to look for another target inside 50. Oh, it's gone straight for his legs.
Cougars defence won it again. Angus Beston once again clearing kick. A little bit scrambly still. Flynn Briggs trying to get it off the ground. He's now got a quick handball out. A lot of pressure around the ball again. Ball's come out though, and looks like the Cougars are going to pick it up nicely. That was Bradley Barnes. He's got it out wide. The Carpanis are working there together. Warney's got it. He's got the handball over to Bradley Barnes. Looks like he's found a man in Isaiah Rigney.
Cougars got numbers out wide.
Well, they haven't got the numbers now.
No, Wallaroo's put the pressure on.
That was persistence plus by Wallaroo there. Cougars are working well in defence, though, and Russell's managed to scramble a kick forward out. A lot of pressure again.
Jaden Steer gets kick off the boot. Blake Miller goes for a mark.
That was a good contest.
He's sold some candy and he snapped the goal. Blake Miller.
That's going to be one of the goals of the day, I think, that one. That was very well done.
It's very table tennis-like, this game so far, going from Wallaroo's half forward back to the Cougars half forward.
Yeah, I know, it's been brilliant start to the match.
It's good to see the clouds are clearing a bit of blue sky coming through. Hopefully that will be signs for the rest of the game.
Do you think Wallaroo might be just favoured by the breeze this first quarter slightly, or is it straight across the ground a bit?
I believe slightly, but it is coming across the ground. So it's more that pocket on the far side where you're going to have any advantage.
Oh, great smother by Cougars. That looked like a certain inside 50, but well smothered by Angus Beston. Umpires found a free kick. It's gone to Bradley Barnes. He's going to use the clubhouse side again. Young Beetle Davies, he's got it.
Riser, a good smother.
Umpires called it high. Cougars want to play on. Blake Carpani's gone inside 50 again. He's gone to his brother, who almost took an absolute specky, but he's got it again. But kicked it out on the full. Good
tackle by Lockie Nolan there. Young number 3 for the Cougars looked out there.
Yep. No, a lot of pressure, as we're saying, right around the ground, and it's a credit to all the boys the way they're putting their body on the line. Warney's got it. He's dropped a chest mark, unfortunately, for the Cougars. He's handballed out, though. Blake Carpani socketed it. Gone straight to Jackson Davies. He's kicked it as high as it went long. He's gone back again. Great tackling by Wallaroo.
Charlie Hines. Wallaroo's been given a free kick for sling tackling.
Well, Charlie Hines put his body over it. Great spoil by Purdy. That's some good play. Flynn Briggs has ended up with the ball. He's gone back to Jackson Davies, who's using the wing.
He's kept it in.
The ball's now trickled out of bounds. Once again.
The last 10 seconds of the quarter.
Just as the Cougars are going inside 50, and the siren's gone.
Well, we've quarter time. The score is 2 goal 1-13 Wallaroo to 1 goal 1-7 Cougars. With the inside 50 count, Wallaroo 11-7.
The game's set up beautifully at this stage of the match.
I think both coaches would be pretty happy with the pressure that's been brought. Just a few skill areas that will get tidied up, I dare say, in this second quarter.
Yeah, I think the message from both coaches will probably be to keep doing what they're doing, because I don't think you'd be dissatisfied if you're either coach out there. You know, that wind's not tricky. You know, there's been a few little disposal errors, but it's a lot of pressure and quite a bit of wind.
good to see a lot of support for both clubs here around the huddles. That would have to be the biggest lollies container I've ever seen, with Wallaroo train at Flash Karen.
I'm sure that'll be well utilised by the end of the match.
I would say so.
The players are putting out plenty of energy out there. They'll need all the energy they can get for the rest of the match. So it's going to be interesting now with the change of ends and see if that side is favoured at all. Or
I see they're doing some touch-up work to the circle out there. A bit of paint going on the ground.
it could be a slight delay in proceedings for the start of the second quarter. I'm sure the Bute hierarchy there will have it done very quickly though.
Yeah, Bute have done a good job today with their facilities, looking fantastic.
No, the oval looks a picture, and they've managed to squeeze a lot of cars in here, which has been terrific.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this quarter.
Yes, umpires are about to get the second quarter underway. Up the ruck and go. Nice tap by Flynn Briggs straight to Bradley Barnes. He's got it inside the forward 50 straight away for the Cougars. Trying to jump on it there is, it's just gone out the far corner, but Harry Kokoschke just took it out of bounds.
Wallaroo kicks it in just over the head of Dylan Modis out on the western wing. Cougars have another inside 50 early in this quarter.
Once again, Kane Carpani weaving his magic. He's got it on his left, favoured left foot, and he's picked his brother out beautifully. Not the first time today either. And Blake Carpani will line up directly in front, only 5-10 metres out. Already kicked one today, so he'll be looking to add to his total. I'm sure he'll want to get more goals than his brother for the day.
I would say so, that good brother rivalry.
Yep. He's made no mistake, Blake Carpani, and we're going to see another dance from him. Everyone's looking to see the celebration, but he's a little bit more subdued this time.
Well, that levels the scores back up to 13 apiece.
It's just a start the Cougars were looking for the second quarter. Wallaroo will be looking to certainly bounce back, try and get one out of the centre.
A quick goal by the Cougars, which is good for them. Let's get up early in this second quarter. Here goes Zach Cuddu out of the midfield. Hand pass to Tate K. Kicks it shallow into inside 50.
Oh, great mark there on the half-back flank by Tom May. He's going to go straight down the middle of the oval. He's looking for Blake Carpani.
Risky kick going straight down the guts. Can pay off though.
Ball's come out wide. Flynn Briggs doing the tackling work. But the ball's going to be held up and bounced by the umpire.
With the Wallaroo crowd yelling, "Hold the ball."
Not paid by the umpire that time. Bradley Barnes just got his hands to it at the last minute.
Another good ruck contest won by the Cougars.
Oh, another good mark by Tom May in the half-back flank. He's having a good start to this second quarter. He's gone out wide to Blake Carpani. Blake's having a little purple patch. He's going to kick it forward. Looks like, is it Henry Southwood out the other side there looking for? I think the ball's going to trickle out of bounds though.
Dylan Notice gets a hand pass off. Zach Cuddill working his magic on the half back line. Into Don Bagnado, who goes back in the traffic. Back to Zach Cuddill. Gets a kick out to Jordan. Just bounces away, which will be a Cougars free kick.
Bit unfortunate there for Wallaroo. They sort of had to run a play a bit there, but not a very good bounce for them. So it'll be Tom May bringing the ball back in again. He's getting some distance on his kicks. Hasn't really picked anyone out though.
Tate gets a kick, but turned over to the Cougars.
Yep, Bradley Barnes has got it from Angus Beston. He's kicked it forward beautifully into the forward 50, but Wallaroo, that's great defence to get it out wide again.
Nathan Fletcher gets it out of defensive 50.
A lot of pressure around the ball again. Kane Carparty just got done for holding the jumper, I think, then. Oh, risky kick from Wallaroo. It's going to be turned over by the Cougars here. Jimmy Barnes, he's kicked it in straight to Kane Carparty. That's a terrific mark on the forward pocket. And he's going to line up from probably 20 metres out.
Making sure he's keeping up with his brother.
Yeah, well, he's a renowned goal kicker, Kano. He'll be looking to get on the board because his brother already has the 2 goals for the Cougars. And I think Kano's just moved it across into the points. He won't be liking that kick.
Gives the lead to Cougars by 1 point. 5 minutes played in this second term. Great mark by Dylan Otis. He's looking for the next option. He's going inside again.
That's a beautiful kick.
Jack Mumford. Mumford's looking for the next option. There's hands going up everywhere. Blake Miller presents. One grab and it's gone down.
Once again, very hotly contested footy. Wallaroo going to merge with it though.
Don Bagnado's taking a mark 25 metres out, straight in front. This is normally his bread and butter.
Well, the way he's been kicking today, I think you'd almost write this down. He's been in certainly good form. You said at the start he was one to watch, and you can certainly see why.
And he's kicked the goal.
No, he's having a very good day out. So 3-1-19 Wallaroo, Cougars 2-2-14.
A very close inside 50 count, favouring Wallaroo by 1, 13-12. Cougars having the majority of inside 50s, having 5 this quarter.
Yeah, Wallaroo, their defensive work has been good though. They've haven't let Cougars have any easy forward 50s.
I'm loving this right battle between the Cougar and Wallaroo lads. It's fantastic.
It's great work by Jackson Davies on the half-back flank. He's got the ball out. He's just come off hands from Flynn Briggs. He's trying to get it out. Almost sat on it, but the umpire will ball it up. Just inside Cougars forward half. Oh, great tackle, Flynn Briggs. That's going to be holding the ball. Thought the Wallaroo guy had it away, but he's going to lower the eyes, gone forward. He's found CJ. CJ, he's gone long in the forward 50. He's seen Kano, and Kano's just dropped it. He's got the ball back, and he's just missed, unfortunately. Once again, he would have liked to have kicked that one, I would imagine. Ball's going to be thrown in on the far side, just on the Cougars' 50-metre arc.
If I remember rightly, Cougars won the premiership last year and under 17s.
Yes, they did. Yeah, down at Yorktown. Yeah, they had a good win against Southern Eagles down there last year.
So they'll be looking for back-to-backs today.
So on the half-back flank, that was pretty sure that was Purdy. He's got it forward, just off hands. The umpire didn't play the mark, but Cougars are rushing it forward. It was Zach Dutchke there, but turned over to Wallaroo.
Young Luke Russell on the helmets, getting the ball out there. Tate's had plenty of the ball early, but he's turned it over, kicking it straight to the Cougars.
Jarrett, he's got it and moved it on quickly, but only found a Wallaroo in the middle of the ground.
Cougars are well set up here, making Wallaroo look wider and then going direct.
Yeah, they are lowering the eyes though, aren't they? They're using the ball pretty well. Well, it could be a turnover here. Brad Jimmy Barnes, he's got it, moved it on quickly. That's a very good mark by Zach Dutchke going in the flow of traffic. He's moved it on quickly, but
good read of play by Lockie Nolan.
That was a beautiful mark by Lockie. And a beautiful kick too.
As Jaden Steer gets on his knees to take that mark, hands it off to Rylan Richardson, who's gone deep inside 50. Blake Miller's stuck one mid out of it. So tries to turn out of trouble. He's dropped the ball.
That's holding the ball. Angus Beston, a terrific tackle in the last line of defence. Didn't have many other options. I think if he'd missed that tackle, it could have easily been a Wallaroo goal. He's gone straight down the middle. It's in the danger zone. He's going to be back inside the forward 50 for Wallaroo. Cooper Jarrett's come steaming through though. That's great defensive work. Kicked it out wide. How the umpire will see this. A kick to Wallaroo, I think.
Zindel will take this from the wing. Kicking into Dylan Otis, who's played on. He's looking into the forward line. Dom Bagnardo from behind has taken a ripper of a mark over the top. Cougars are claiming that it might be touched.
Well, he might have touched it, but they're going to still pay it, that's for sure. Which they often do. Might be stretching distance-wise, do you think, here?
No, I'd back him from here. He's got quite a booming leg. But he's just dragged it across.
Certainly got the distance. So, kicking in will be Russell. Not a lot of leads from the Cougars, but he's come out the clubhouse side, try and find Kane Carpani.
Wallaroo get it out to Jaden Steer, who's thrown it on the boot inside 50. Will it set up for young Charlie Hines? He handballs it off to Tate K. He just can't pick it up.
A lot of pressure both sides there. The umpire's going to bowl it up on the forward pocket for Wallaroo.
Good tackle by Zach Cuddill. He's been paid a free kick, which he's going to have to pass it off. I don't think he's got the journey in his legs to kick that far.
Nice looking kick though.
Luke Russell out the back. He's just missed it to the right side of goals.
Must have been close, that one. So Cougars to bring it back in again. Russell once again. Not a lot of leads from the Cougars. They've sort of just stopped their running a bit. There's a beautiful kick in from full back, gone a long way. Just no Cougars back there to read the ball.
Lockie Nolan's trying to run onto the ball. It's just not bounced up very nicely for him.
Good work by Flynn Briggs. He's got the hands out to Kane Carpani, who's raced it forward. He's looking for the big target, and Jude down there. Jude was second to the ball.
One onto the Wallaroo defenders, Xander and Nathan Fletcher working well together to lock that ball in.
Yeah, well, they got themselves in front, and that's the way to play back lines. Cougars looking to get it out, but a lot of pressure from Wallaroo.
Jaden's handled back inside.
Warney's had a crack. He's got himself over the ball. That's going to be bounced up once again by the umpire.
Jaden Steer rovers his own ruck, gets a hand pass out. Jordan the Ryland Richardson. Isaac's got to run out on the wing. He's about to go get caught. Oh,
messy play there. The umpire's eventually called holding the ball. I think we got Barnaby Ware to... No, it's going to be Tom May again. Tom May's having a very good quarter off that half back line.
Big jump by Dylan, but no touch on the ball.
Zach Dutchke's just seen the ball go out of bounds, I think. And the ball will be thrown in on the far side.
With about 2.5 minutes left in this quarter.
The game's set up beautifully at this stage. If any of the sides can get a late goal here, it could make a big difference to the... There it goes in at half time. Angus Beston on the half-back flank. He's hurried the kick forward, but once again gone straight to the Wallaroo on the wing.
Looking for a kick to take K, who handles off quickly to Jordan. Jordan goes out to Ryland Richardson. Blake Miller's running out, but it's just going to run out of space. It's gone out of bounds on the full.
The wind got a bit of that one, and Cougars will be the beneficiary again. Russell will be the one kicking it back in again. He's got a booming leg on him when he gets onto it, so he'll be looking to clear it outside of the defensive 50. Kicked it a long way forward, it's even going almost to the centre of the ground.
Dylan's used the run of Tate K, who's got it inside 50.
Angus Beston's read the ball best there. He's picked it up, quick handball. That's little Brody Davies having a crack in there.
The standoff there between the Wallaroo and Cougars player, who's going to pick it up.
Once again, a lot of pressure and the ball will be bounced again.
That's been well read. And Dom's off hands, hand passed it inside. Jack Mumford's gone hard at the ball. With 30 seconds on the clock, can Wallaroo get a late goal here? Ryland's chucked it on the boot, and it's just gone through for a behind.
A bit unlucky there, Wallaroo. They had a few little chances there. Cougars will be looking to clear it so don't give away another score to finish off the quarter. Russell with his booming leg. He's going to come out clubhouse side this time, looking for Flynn Briggs.
Oh, great tackle by Jordan.
Perfect tackle and holding the ball.
They got 6 seconds, they got to move it on. Unfortunately, they're going to run out of time.
And what a great quarter again at half time. 3-4 Wallaroo to the Cougars 2-3, only 7 points in it at half time.
Yeah, well, another very close contest in that quarter. And with both coaches, I would say again, would be quite happy with the contest that their boys are putting on display.
I think you're right.
Inside 50 count, that quarter was 8-7 in favour of Wallaroo, with an overall lead of 5 inside 50s, 19-14 Wallaroo.
I think Wallaroo definitely had the better end to the quarter. They really started using their players across the centre of the ground, and Cougars might have to just man a few up, a little bit tighter checking.
Cougars look very dangerous when going inside 50 though.
Yeah, with the two Carpani boys down there, they're very, very dangerous, so they'll be looking to both get back on the scoreboard again in the third and fourth quarters.
As you can hear on the tin roof, rain has settled back in for this third quarter, unfortunately.
And the boys didn't waste any time getting back out on the field. That was a very quick turnaround for half time.
Well, as they say, this is a premiership quarter.
Yep, they're all eager to get out for it. So it's great to see. So the game perfectly poised at the moment. Set up for a good premiership quarter.
Another even ruck contest.
Cougars are trying to get it out. Angus Beston did his best, but Wallaroo managed to steal it.
Don with a thumping right foot has gone inside 50. Sat up for Blake Miller as he runs in. He's just run out of room.
A little bit of push and shove across the boundary line there, but the ball will be thrown in. Up the rucks go. Flynn's trying to do it all by himself. He's managed to get it out to Jacko Davies. He's kicked it forward quickly.
Dylan's read that quite well. Just going to bounce out again.
It'll be a kick to the Cougars and right in the last line of defence. Russell will be taking that one again. Come across the ground this time. Trying to open the game up a bit. He's pinpointed Jacko Davies. Beautiful chest mark.
As they come down the line.
He's got a couple of players there. He's looking for Kane Carpani.
Lockie's just got a foot onto that ball.
Ball's gone out of bounds, but Jacko Davies will have it on the Cougars half back line. Brings it back in. Kicked it forward. Looking for Blake Carpani, but it's all Wallaroo there.
Dylan gets a kick.
Straight back to Zach Dutchke. He's kicked it forward, looking for Jude Howarth, but Wallaroo
just bounced off the chest.
Covering the bases there.
Oh.
Whoa. I think he was unaware of what was going on there and got tackled by Finn Briggs. Got the free kick. Moved it forward quickly into the Cougars forward half. Kane Carpani's going to end up with this. He's got held without it. Once again, he'll be trying to put his name on the scoreboard. This might be a slightly easier kick for him than the past couple. I think he's drilled that straight through the middle. A bit of a floater. We often see a somersault when he does kick a goal, but he's might be saving his energy. He's still got a lot of work to do in the match, so that's brought the scores right back now. There's only 1 point in it in the crucial premiership quarter.
It's good to see excitement when people kick a goal, isn't it?
Well, it does give something for the crowd to get enthused about. Once again, they're up. Chris Briggs has done a beautiful job tapping it forward. Once again, Wallaroo just sort of not using it in their forward 50 a bit this quarter. A couple they've dribbled out of bounds with the Cougars free kick. So bringing it in on the far side. Bit of an up and under kick from the Cougars.
Wallaroo trying to look for options. Tate gets a kick out to Ryland, that snaps it inside 50. And Jack Mumford's taking a good mark overhead.
He read that ball very well. judged his leap to perfection.
He's looked for a target, and he's squared it up for Ryan Richardson. That should go back and slot a goal.
It was very loose checking there by the Cougars.
He's let the wing sling it back, and it's came through for a goal. Put Wallaroo back out by 7 points early in the third quarter.
That was a very quick reply by Wallaroo. They worked that very nicely. It'll be interesting to see how the Cougars respond to that one. Cougars overran it.
Riser Curley gets it inside 50. He just set up for Wallaroo. Jack Mumford on the left, but he's kicked it out in the full.
Even though it went out in the full, it wasn't a bad attempt from on his left. So the Cougars bring it back in. It'll be Russell once again, trying to get his booming leg onto it. He's found the ruckman there, but it's well spoiled. Ball's out of bounds on the Wallaroo forward 50 arc.
Dom has handballed to Riser.
A thumping tackle there by Will Warney Davey. And the umpire will throw it in, throw it up.
We're just having a couple of ball ups in a row here. It's very contested.
Yeah, all the players putting a lot of pressure on. Very scrambly football at the moment. Another couple of good tackles by the Cougars. They're tackling in numbers.
You like to see that.
Yep, shows they're all having a dip. Beautiful bit of ruck work by the Wallaroo.
Good mark by Jordan going back. Now he's got to find a target inside 50. Tate K. He's waiting for the ball to bounce up for him. He's picked it up. He's looking for a target. Rylan Richardson again, straight out in front. Bit further out this time, about 35 metres.
Once again, pretty poor checking by the Cougars there. Left him unattended in the right in front of goals.
For back-to-back goals to Rylan Richardson as he trots in. Off the boot, it looks alright, but it's just swung away for a minor score.
Yeah, no, it's a good effort by him. He got himself in the right spots and he's been having a good quarter. Probably deserved a fraction better than what he got there, but Cougars to bring it back in.
Lockie Nolan's gone up. It came off hands to Don Batnato, who's turned the ball over.
Well, Bradley Jimmy Barnes, he's got it out to Blake Carpani, who's rushed it forward, but only as far as Wallaroo, but it's gone off hands. They're hovering around the ball, the Cougars, trying to get it out. Once again, the umpire will come in and ball it up.
The inside 50s have definitely been one-sided this quarter with 7-1 to favouring Wallaroo.
Cougars ruckman's won it out. Then Chris Briggs managed to snap it forward, but once again, Wallaroo defending beautifully. Another ball up on the far wing. Probably a little bit scrambly in the last couple of minutes here. No one's been able to get a nice open play through the middle of the ground. Once again, it'll be another ball up. Cougars managed to rush it forward, just inside the forward 50, off CJ's hands. Well, that's another great tackle. Blake Carpani wrapping him up.
Just on the 50-metre out, the umpire throws it up. Cougars get snapped it inside.
Briggs has done it beautifully. Just dropped by CJ there. Cougars desperately trying to get something organised to get a peck of goal back. Wallaroo defending beautifully. And Carpani's managed to get his hands on it though. He's weaving and dodging. Kick the ball back into the forward 50. And he's got Cooper Jarrett taking a beautiful chest mark. He is my son, so I should know whether he could kick it, but I wouldn't put my house on it. Has missed a few set shots of late, but I know he's keen to kick one. I don't know if you'll see much of a celebration if he does.
Looks very relaxed in his routine for goals as he trots in.
It's a floater, but this might have gone through. He's up and about now. I'm sure I might hear about that on the way home from the football today, that one. But that's got the Cougars right back in this match. Only 2 points in it now. It's going to make for a thrilling end of this quarter.
We've got 5 minutes to play in this quarter still.
So the premiership quarter's not disappointing so far. Both teams been trading goals.
It looks like Cougars got an extra number in the centre square, so it's going to be a free kick to Wallaroo Ruckman.
It's a very costly free kick at this time of the match. I don't think the coach, Andy McIntyre from the Cougars, will be very happy with that.
Well, just a drop mark by Charlie Hines.
Cougars working it out. Cougars rushed it forward, and I think that's a good mark there. Flynn Briggs, he's turned and gone. He's found Kane out on the wing. Kane's an absolute speedster. Dodged one, kicked it forward inside the forward 50. He's looking for Barnaby Ware. And he's got that beautiful defensive work.
Dylan knows kicking it out. Wallaroo's got some numbers here. They need to get and go. Through Jaden Steer. He kicks it inside 50. Off hands of Blake Miller. Jack Mumford crumbs it. Rylan Richardson dodges one on the left foot, snaps it, and he's kicked the goal.
That's a very good passage of play by Wallaroo. That's a turnover in the back pocket and gone straight down for a quick goal. That's certainly the reply they were looking for.
That was a very good goal by Ryan Richardson to be able to dodge a few and put it through the big sticks.
And he's having a very good quarter too.
He has.
That little purple patch.
Definitely a costly free kick in the middle.
Offhand, Angus Beston tried to work it forward, but Wallaroo piling the pressure on.
Dom gets through the pack, and he's put it out in front of the Wallaroo forwards. Jack Mumford on the right foot. He's kicked it across the face for a minor score.
There's a bit of let off there for the Cougars. There wasn't a huge amount of pressure back there. So they'll be looking to bring it back in and get the ball down the other end of the oval. Oh, risky kick out from full back. Been half smothered.
Oh.
He's got one in the stomach. It was very unfortunate, that one. I reckon that might have stung a little bit. It could be in the part where you don't really want to get a ball hit too.
Does look like that.
I know from experience that's not much fun. Ball's come out by the Cougars. Jacko Davies clearing out onto the wing, but it looks like it's all Wallaroo. But Blake Carpani trying to put the pressure on. He did quite well in a 1 versus 3 contest.
Warriors had a tap over. Jaden gives it back to Jordan. Jordan's broken through one. And they've played downfield to Wallaroo.
Must have just got him high there after the play, after
Yeah,
he was disposed of, I think.
Didn't seem to be much in it.
No, it wasn't. Not that I saw, but the umpire saw something.
Jack Mumford's lining up for a goal. About 25 out, slight angle. Comes in. He's hung at it.
He's made no mistake.
Beautiful goal.
Very costly free kick from the Cougars there. And once again, I think the Cougars coaching staff won't be entirely happy with that sort of undisciplined play. And Wallaroo just opening up a bit of a lead now in this third quarter. It's probably the biggest lead of the match, would you say?
I would say so.
15 points in front, and that could be a good margin going into the three-quarter time huddle. There'll still be a couple of minutes left, would there?
Still got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this quarter. So still plenty of time for either team to score.
Yep.
Wallaroo have had another centre clearance. It's young Caden Richardson, I believe so.
Oh, great mark in defence by the Cougars. That's sure that's Purdy. He's got it out wide.
Jaden reads the ball quite well. Comes back on his right foot and he's put it up to a loose Wallaroo forward, Jack Mumford, who's just kicked the previous goal from, would you say, the same spot?
I'd say you back him right in from there. You know what the wind's doing out there. Once again, pretty poor checking by the Cougars in the defence. Certainly need to tighten right up back there.
Oh, it's just curved away. Look. Oh, they've given that a goal.
That's a goal. No score review here. I thought it might have been a point, but
yeah, that looked like curved away to me. But
might have just snuck through before it bent. We'll give the umpire the benefit of the doubt.
That's right. Definitely, it's hard to call it from this way.
No. He's in a far better spot than I am. So that's really opened the game up for Wallaroo. They've got a commanding lead. Cougars really need to respond before three-quarter time.
Dom's tapped it to himself, and that's a big kick.
It's a humongous kick.
Wallaroo got numbers. Jack Mumford. He's kicked another one.
That's a very quick reply.
That's 3 goals in a row for Jack Mumford.
He's certainly been the difference this quarter.
He has been.
But shows what a quick get out of the centre does, and puts a lot of pressure on the back lines.
The Cougars definitely need a quick reply now.
Yeah, the game's certainly getting away from them quickly here. But they will be kicking with the wind, I think, in the last quarter. There's a bit of breeze down that end of the ground, so
it's starting to turn around a bit to favour that end a bit more.
That's right. So the balls are certainly travelling a long way that way. So Zach Dutchke's got the ball in the centre. He's been the recipient of the free kick. Looking for Kane Carpani. He's hit him on the chest. That's a beautiful kick. Kane's probably just a bit far out, but he's
popped it up though.
Looking for someone.
Oh, good mark by the Wallaroo defender, Adam Dempster.
Well, once again he got in front. Full forward for the Cougars. He really needs to get in front, but quickly overturned. I think Kane's got it again. No.
Cougars have centred it, but off the hands. Adam's got the ball back.
There's all Cougars in the middle though, but Wallaroo has still got the numbers on the half back line. Ball's come out. Jacko Davies looking to sweep on it. He's overrun it.
Jack Mumford's picked the ball up a bit further out than what he's used to. He's kicked it in though.
Russell leading the race for it. He's under a lot of pressure. He's gone across the face of goal, but he has found a man in Angus Beston. Angus has gone wide. He's found Blake Carpani. He's got himself a few metres up his sleeve. Oh, he's sold the candy. On the left foot now. It's gone to Mitchell McInerney, who's fumbled and dropped it, but
still got 10 seconds, the Cougars, to get a score. Wallaroo will be trying to hold this up with a bit of a dangerous kick. Dylan's played on, but the siren's going to beat him. Well, that was a longer quarter, going for 20 minutes, that one.
Yeah, well, a lot of goals kicked by Wallaroo, and they've opened up a commanding lead now. It's at 27 points. So they've really doubled the Cougars' score, so the Cougars are going to have to use the wind in the last to really pile in the goals to make it a competitive game from here on in. I'm sure the coaches will be addressing any issues there at three-quarter time.
There's definitely been a bit of a swing in the inside 50 count for Wallaroo, having 14-5, giving them a lead of 33-19.
Yeah, and it certainly showed up watching that quarter that they were in a commanding spot.
Well, back with the last quarter of the 2022 Sydney Colts Grand Final. With Cougars going with a win, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in this final term.
Well, I'll certainly be looking to kick some long balls to use that win and get it down in their forward 50. Great ruck contest by Wallaroo.
The uncontrolling umpires called holding the ball from the forward line. Dalton Badnardo's kicked it in. Ryland's picked it up with a quick hand pass.
Will Davies got his hands on it, but he's been tackled quickly, and the balls will be thrown in once again, thrown up by the umpire.
Good tap by Wallaroo ruckman. Ryland's got it on the boot quickly.
Nice ball from Russell in the last line of defence. Russell's ended up with it here, trying to look at clear, but there's a lot of pressure from Wallaroo, but he has managed to find Angus Beston, probably still in the back pocket for the Cougars. He's looking for Kano. Ball's been rushed forward a bit for the Cougars. CJ looking to get his hands on it. No one can get an easy disposal, and I think the ball's going to be thrown up once again. This time when the Cougars far outside their forward 50.
Another good ruck contest. Cougars going to get inside 50.
He's just rushed out on the wing. Brody Davies is out there, but he's second to the ball.
Luke Russell turns around, but he's kicked it to the Cougars player.
Good intercept by Zach Dutchke there. He's trying to find a man in the middle. That's Flynn Briggs. Flynn's quickly kicked it in forward. Off hands for the Wallaroo guys, but that was Isaiah Rigney having a crack at it. Kane Carpani's now got it. But he's just missed the goal. Would have been a handy goal for the Cougars.
Zach. Umpire's called it back. As Wallaroo looks for a target, Jack Mumford kicks it to Riser. Riser plays on, but he's going to get run down. Oh, he's just...
Only just got rid of it in time.
Tate K's kicked it out from the pack, and it's going to bounce, but it's just going to go across the face.
Ooh. Cougars need to pick it up. He eventually has picked it up. Blindly kicked it forward. Off hands of the Cougars, straight back to Wallaroo. And that was a nice kick.
Jack Mumford would be lining up for his fourth goal, I believe.
He might be nicknamed the difference after this match.
I dare say he's had a big influence in that third quarter, and he can continue that on.
It's a thumping kick.
Just dragged it across the face.
Russell to bring it in for the Cougars once again. He's pinpointed Tom May on the halfback flank. That was a beautiful mark. He's taken some good marks today. Kicked it forward with the wing. Look for Barnaby Webbs. Come off hands.
Some friendly fire in there for Wallaroo.
Once again, very hotly contested. I think the umpire's going to have to ball it up once again. Cougars didn't attempt the ruck contest, tried to read it off the Wallaroo ruckman.
I believe the Wallaroo ruckman's had a really good game around the ground and in his ruck contest.
You know, that they've had a good battle, the two ruckmen. Once again, the Cougars ruckman just trying to read the ball off the Wallaroo ruckman.
Jack Mumford's leaped over the top, but hasn't been able to complete the mark. Cougars are fighting hard from defence to get it out of there.
There's a lot of bodies getting thrown at the ball. Wallaroo managed to get it forward in their forward 50 though.
He's going to set up for Blake Miller as he hands it off to Brodie Munzer. He hands it back to Blake Miller and he chips it through for a goal.
A very decisive goal at this time of the match.
Brings the margin out to 33 points favouring Wallaroo.
I think if the Cougars want to play any part in this game now, they've really got to show something in the next couple of minutes. The game's quickly running away from them.
Zach reads it off the ruckman. He kicks it inside 50. Jack Mumford's taken another inside 50 mark. Just out of his distance. He's popped it up. Blake Miller with one hand, hasn't been able to complete the mark. Handballs it out. Blake's back on the ball. He's been taken higher.
Yep, that free kick was going to be paid every day of the week.
Going for back-to-back goals.
I think there'll be a fair bit of celebrating by the Wallaroo boys if this goes through.
And he's kicked the goal, which extends the margin. The 10-goal 767, the 4-goal 428.
They're in a commanding spot now. But I think that's why they've been undefeated all year. They're starting to really show it here in the last half today. The Cougars want to be careful it doesn't end up really blowing out.
Zach Cuddy was starting to really read the ball well in there. As Jordan hands it back to Jaden. Jack Mumford sticks the arms out, but he can't quite mark it. But he snapped it across the face for a free kick to the Cougars on the clubhouse side.
Oops.
But Blake Miller's came over the mark, which has given the Cougars a 25-metre.
So that's Harry Kokoschki. He'll bring it in. Working his way forward, looking for the ruckman, but a beautiful mark by Wallaroo.
Jordan hits Ryland on a nice little lead. Looking for the next option. Jaden's been left loose about 45 metres out from goal. I don't think he's going to have the journey here, so he's going to have to look for a target, I would say. But
He's setting himself up for goal by the look of it.
he's getting ready at the top of the square for this one.
There's a couple of small leads happening now.
Jack Mumford's hit the pack. He hands off to Ryland Richardson. And he's kicked the goal.
That's another beautiful goal by Wallaroo.
Wallaroo starting to run away with it a bit now.
Yeah, I think the Cougars have almost shut up shop.
Unfortunately, because it was a very good contest there from 2.5, 3 quarters.
That's right, 2.5. Yeah, first 2.5 quarters were very evenly matched. But Wallaroo's certainly getting right on top now. Beautiful tap work by the Cougars, but once again, Wallaroo just reading that ball a lot better out of the centre this quarter.
Blake Miller's taken the mark 20 metres, 25 metres out. And Blake Miller's slotted another one.
Well, I think it's party time now for Wallaroo. I'll certainly be enjoying this last 10 minutes of the match.
Zach Kyoto's read that ball well again. Wallaroo hands it out in the middle. Finds a target, but just drops it before he can get there.
See a lot more pressure that time in the centre from the Cougars. Just didn't let the ball come out easily. Bodies all over the ball. Once again, the umpire's going to have to bowl it up right almost in the middle of the oval.
Bit of push and shove there from the Wallaroo and Cougar players.
Umpires picked out a free kick to Wallaroo.
Jack Mumford's taken another good mark inside 50.
Yeah, I think if he kicks this, he'd be right in the running for the best on ground today.
I'd agree with that.
He's certainly had a terrific match. Fortunately for him, just let himself down with that kick. The wind's got it a bit. Cougars trying to rush it out to the back pocket. Russell's doing a good job of pushing it forward, but it's going to be the Wallaroo free kick. More scrambly play in the pocket. No one can get a clear disposal. I think the umpire's going to have to ball it up once again.
As we hit 5 minutes of play left, Wallaroo have it inside their 50.
Still in a very commanding spot, 12-7, 79 to 4-4, 28 for the Cougars.
Cougars are working it out of their 50.
There's a lot of Cougars at the fall of the ball there. They managed to get it out, but straight to Wallaroo. But Zach Dutchke's worked really well there. He's got himself picked the ball up, taken a bounce, but then dropped it. It's been overturned by Wallaroo. Well done, Will Davey. He's managed to get his hands on it. He's got a handball across. Jacko Davies has got another handball across to Kano. Kano working feverishly. He's got a push in the back. He's going to be the recipient of the free kick on the wing for the Cougars. He's sold the candy, which he loves doing. Going to cross the ground. He's looking for a teammate there. That's Benny Allen. Benny Tractor Allen, but he's left it behind.
Zindel gets a kick out, but it's turned over to the Cougars.
Cougars will look to go back inside forward 50, but it's been well spoiled out on the far side.
Wallaroo's ruckman Jaden Steer comes off looking a bit sore. He has had a cracker of a game in ruck. I dare say he's cramping up a bit.
Yeah, I think he's done his job for the day, so he might be put on ice on the bench, I'd imagine. It's a great bit of play out the far side there. Cougars have rushed it forward, and that's a really good mark inside forward 50. Cooper Jarrett. Once again, I don't think I'll put my house on him kicking the goal, but hopefully he shows me otherwise. But unfortunately, it's gone across face. It might even be out on the full.
Well, as we come into the final 2 minutes of this grand final, Wallaroo kicks it across for a bit of a switch to Dylan Notice. Looking to soak some of the time up. He's hit Jack Mumford on the wing. He's gone inside. Adam Dempster gives it to Hamza. He fights for the ball.
Make much effort to get that ball out there. I think he might have been a little bit fortunate not to be caught holding the ball there. Not that I don't think it matters too much at the moment.
Don Bagnardo tries to break through the pack, but Two Cougars players bring him down. Dom snaps it inside 50, but a turnover.
Very
marks the Cougars.
Very good mark by Mitchell McInerney. He's come off the side of his boot a bit, but fortunate enough, he's found Purdy right in the middle. Purdy's rushed it forward, and Cougars got one out the back. That's Conrad. He's got the hands across to Barnaby. Barnaby's had a shot at goal. Just missing. Jude Howard tried to take the mark, but it's gone through. Rushed behind.
Wallaroo be counting down the time now. Ball just bouncing away from Zach Cutter, who picks the ball up. He's going to go inside 50. Contested mark with Brody Munzer. Picks it up. He trots in. And he's kicked the goal.
Yeah, they're certainly running away with the game now.
Brings the score out to 13 goals, 7.85 to Cougars 4 goal 5.29. This will be Wallaroo's first senior Colt premiership in 8 years. 2014 was the last one at Moonta.
No, they've had a terrific season. Certainly the side for the year. Barnes, he's got his hands on. It's a beautiful hand pass out wide. He's found Kano, who's got plenty of space. He loves a bit of space in the run. Two bounces. He's gone inside 450.
Paid the mark on the siren.
Not that it's going to matter. Cougars will be potentially lining up for one after the siren. A lot of celebrating from the Wallaroo boys, and good luck to them. Cougars might actually salvage a goal at the end.
They've kicked the goal, the Cougars. Yeah.
But commanding win by Wallaroo, and a great season by them in total.
Yeah, well, definitely there was a turning point in that game where Cougars gave that 6 free kick away, and from there Wallaroo's ran away with it.
Yeah, they just got a little bit undisciplined there for a while, and it was very well played by Wallaroo. Played a good 4-quarter effort. We'll let the celebrations begin, but thanks very much, Tom.
Yeah, thank you.
Gentlemen, again welcome. Right down the center of the room, people up to the children, but I'm trying to report. Right down to the lower area, the first move, to the straight umpires, Stephen Barrett, Riley, David Charlie, and Brian Pettit. That's all it is. Number 3, CY Cougars. Number 4, Bute. Number 6, Wallaroo. Number 8, Wallaroo. Number 9, Bute. Number 10, Martin. Number 11, Nelson Spencer. Number 12, Alexander Davis. Number 13, Stephen Davis. Number 15, Stephen Nixon. Number 16, Isaac Taylor-Ward. Number 17, Jack Thompson. Number 19, Todd Scott. Number 19, Frank Lewis. Number 20, James Ryan. Number 22, Adam Dempster. Number 23, Luke Russell. Number 22, Tony Elder. Number 25, Wayne Scott. Number 33, Jack Tunney. And Mr. Clint Jackson, William Watson. Number 30, Dominic Gagnato. Number 21, Ryan Curran. The team manager, Jason Adams. Runner, Billy Nesway. Jason Murphy. Player was given up the speakers here at the very end of Senate Place. Huge game for these boys. They've coached for 3 years now, and one big thing for me is that I'm so proud of this yet. I've just really enjoyed the whole coach. A lot of thank yous, I probably won't know everyone. Josh out of the small team there, just thank you very much for everything you've done. Really well played, mate. Donna, that's really beautiful, mate. The second one in the room, the Wallaroo Football Club, this is all for us, and it's a great thing to have to win this 22. It's, I'm just speechless, I don't know what to say. I was trying to record this, but I'm not even handing the mic over to Ryan. Let's just say, come on, commiserations to the Cougars, which played well, obviously we won that. This is absolutely magnificent. Anyone see those?